Nature magazine recently published a paper that showed that probiotic bacteria can be genetically engineered to target cancer cells, and the paper is amazing. And they did show that tumors were basically shrinking in the mice with these genetically engineered probiotic bacteria, and it was a sustained response. So I wanted to talk about the study, breaking it into parts. So starting off with, what is probiotic bacteria? So probiotic bacteria are bacteria that are good for us, that live in our digestive system. So when you hear people taking probiotic pills or eating yogurt, that's good bacteria. It's not the probiotics that were curing the cancer. It's why did they choose probiotic bacteria in this study? And it's actually a genius idea of why they did. So probiotic bacteria thrive and grow in low oxygen environments. That's the environment that probiotic bacteria like. Tumors, cancer tumors, are low oxygen environments. And the reason why tumors are low oxygen environments is tumors are basically quickly growing cells that are dividing quickly. And so blood supply can't keep up with all the cells. Your blood delivers oxygen. So tumors, we say, are generally a low oxygen environment. Okay, so now they took these probiotic bacteria, and what did they do? They genetically engineered them to make something called a neoantigen. Neoantigens are proteins that are made by cancer cells. So they took these neoantigen cells and genes and they put them in the bacteria, and now the probiotic bacteria can make these cancer proteins. You may ask, why would you even do that? The reason you would do that is these neoantigens, or these cancer proteins, tell your immune system to attack cells that are expressing them, meaning making them. And so this is a way to get your cells to attack cancer. With tumors, so just back to the idea of tumors, not bacteria. Generally, when you look at tumors or cancer cells, they make neoantigens, and neoantigens tell your immune system to attack them. The problem is there's so many different layers to cancer and tumor cells, but tumor cells are very good at suppressing your immune system for various reasons. So if you can get your immune system to recognize and target cancer cells efficiently, you could, in essence, cure or treat cancer. So that's what neoantigens are. So here's what they do. You have your genetically engineered probiotic bacteria that make neoantigens, and you take mice that have cancer. You can buy animals that have cancer or are prone to cancer, and you inject the bacteria in the mice. Now, these bacteria will go to the tumor sites, the cancer sites in the mouse, and they were specifically looking at colorectal cancer and melanoma, which is a type of skin cancer, but these bacteria will go to the tumor. The reason why these bacteria go to the tumor is because they chose probiotic bacteria. Probiotic bacteria like low oxygen environments. Tumors are low oxygen environments. So once they go to the tumors, they start growing, and when they start growing, they start making neoantigens and they start releasing them. When they release these neoantigens, your immune system, I want to say your immune system, but the mouse's immune system, what it does is it starts recognizing that these are foreign, these are bad. So it mounts a response on the tumor cells, the cancer cells, the area where the neoantigens are. So this bacterial delivery to the of neoantigens to the tumor basically tells the immune system to turn on a response, and the immune system starts, there's a lot of complexity to the immune system, but your immune system is basically your white blood cells, and one type of white blood cell is T cells. So T cells will start identifying and destroying cancer cells, and by the way, they don't destroy healthy cells because only cancer cells have this neoantigen marker. Your healthy cells do not make neoantigens. So that's what happened. So in these mouse studies in this paper, so with all these mice, the bacteria, what it did is it shrank the tumors, which is amazing. But something else it did in this paper is it also prevented new tumors from forming. And this may be alludes to the fact that the immune system is remembering the cancer cells. So maybe we have long-term immunity, and this could be amazing for preventing the reoccurrence of cancer after treatment. So that's how this works. And someone may think, well, isn't it dangerous that you're putting these bacteria in the mice? So these bacteria are engineered to be recognized and destroyed by the immune system, even if they don't find the tumor. So this ensures that the bacteria are not persisting in someone's body and causing other side effects. And so the reason why this study is so great is people have known for a while now about neoantigens, but now with the use of bacteria, instead of just putting neoantigens in an animal or in a person, you use the bacteria. And the nice thing about bacteria is the bacteria can activate multiple, like they can go to multiple areas in someone's body. And by doing this, you have a very robust immune response. So that's the idea. The idea is you take probiotic bacteria, because they like low oxygen environments, you genetically engineer them to have the neoantigen gene. And I left this out, but you make this specific to the patient. So when someone has cancer, they usually take a biopsy and they look at the DNA sequence of the tumor, and you can look at the specific sequence of the neoantigen, and you can design that in lab. And that specific sequence, you will genetically modify the probiotic bacteria. Now these probiotic bacteria are designed specifically for a patient. You inject them in the patient. The bacteria, the probiotic bacteria, go to tumors in the patient because they like low oxygen environments, and tumors are low oxygen environments. They start making neoantigens. This turns up the immune system, and the immune system, hopefully in a perfect world, starts targeting the cancer cells there. So it's a really great study.